Up next, a standard singles matchup that's anything but standard. Brenton Quinn Stuart of the MJ Ferrantino Group, accompanied by Sister Goldenhair, facing the German technician of the Stronghold, Stefan von Berger.
The next match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Coming down the aisle, along with Sister Goldenhair, from Northridge, California, weighing 285 pounds, Brenton Quinn Stuart.
BQS and SGH.
Yeah, they're now recognized unofficially as the hot couple of the Ferrantino Group. MJ just put them together for aesthetic reasons, but Goldenhair fell hard for BQ Stuart, and he hasn't exactly ignored it. Nope, they hit it off and well. Now they're inseparable. Whether Ferrantino did this on purpose or the relationship grew organically, Stuart and Goldie are definitely bonded now.
No kidding. They do make a nice couple, don't they?
And Myron and Christy, they say the couple that plays together stays together, and Brenton Quinn Stuart and Sister Goldenhair both actively engaged in in-ring competition in RWL these days.
Yeah, they both won their last matches. I wonder if that's supposed to be good luck or something.
His opponent, along with Sylvia Strong from Heidelberg, Germany, weighing 302 pounds, the German technician, Stefan von Berger.
A career chock-a-block with ups and downs has been Stefan von Berger, who formed the Insiders along with Big Jake Blackwell several years ago. They were tag team champions at one time, and Stefan von Berger began his career in a very shaky fashion, but Sylvia Strong, firmly believing that von Berger could definitely make it, never gave up on him, and now Stefan von Berger is definitely an accomplished star within the Stronghold, championship gold or not.
You know, he almost quit. When the Insiders were going through that losing streak within their first year, he literally almost gave up. He was going to quit the business. Sylvia Strong wouldn't give up on him. She wouldn't let him do it.
Sylvia might have a mouth like a truck driver, and sometimes she seems like she's tweaking, but Miss Girl is loyal to her clients all day, every day, and that's been a key to Sylvia's success.
Right, well, both of these gentlemen looking primed and ready for this matchup. Oh, look at the look of determination on the face of Brenton Quinn Stuart. Well, sir. Referee Walt Rothburn sounds the bell, and here we go. They lock it up, collar and elbow. Brenton Quinn Stuart. Counter whip by von Berger into the corner. There's a splash, and there's an elbow, and out comes BQ Stuart. There's an elbow to the head from von Berger. The German technician off the ropes. Running splash to Brenton Quinn Stuart. Stuart back up on his feet. Von Berger, what a haymaker. A hard right that took Stuart down to the canvas. Sister Goldenhair looking on as von Berger sets up the fly swatter and nails it right in front of Sylvia Strong. Stefan von Berger, of course, one half of the Insiders, along with international champion Big Jake Blackwell. Stefan von Berger steps to the outside with Brenton Quinn Stuart. Stuart slammed head first into the lip of the apron. Stefan von Berger has been extremely aggressive in the first minute of this matchup. Driven into the ring steps by Brenton Quinn Stuart, who makes his way back inside the ring. Sylvia Strong looking at Brenton Quinn Stuart with some degree of consternation. Here he comes, clothesline, takes von Berger down to the canvas, and Brenton Quinn Stuart goes for a cover, but not even a one. Von Berger quickly out of the pin. The German technician being escorted to the far left corner by Brenton Quinn Stuart, head first into the turnbuckle. Stefan von Berger counters, finds his way out of the corner, gets a hold of Stuart, has him up in a front cradle, takes a walk with him, rounds him up over the shoulder, hangs him up over the top rope. Brenton Quinn Stuart on the canvas as von Berger nails him again with another running splash off the ropes. Stefan von Berger misses with that right, and Brenton Quinn Stuart drives him right into referee Walt Rothburn. Fortunately, not a serious casualty. Over the shoulder, off the ropes, and down goes Stefan von Berger, being paid back with the same coin that he just paid Brenton Quinn Stuart with. Now Stuart putting the boots to the hands and fingers of the German technician. Now putting the boots to any available part of Stefan von Berger. He can lay him too. There's a stomp right to the lower abdomen, and he walks it off. That is going to rearrange your intestines. Head first into the, oh man, right into the top of the dome with the elbow. And again, Brenton Quinn Stewart stamping the hands and fingers, and there's a driving knee right across the head of the German technician. Brenton Quinn Stewart certainly coming alive after being pummeled for the first couple of minutes, and he has taken over the momentum. There's a knee to the side of the head of the German technician. I do believe he made Brenton Quinn Stewart mad. There's a stomp. There's another stomp. There's a third stomp. Brenton Quinn Stewart watches Von Berger roll out to center ring and conveniently covers. 1, 2, barely just a 1. Von Berger catches a running seated splash from Brenton Quinn Stewart. Sister Goldenhair absolutely loving what she's seeing. Von Berger whipped to the ropes. Stewart ducks under, leapfrogs, and into a power slam. Textbook move from Brenton Quinn Stewart. The Northridge Quake follows up with another knee to the head of the German technician. What a look at this. Brenton Quinn Stewart in command of the situation for sure, as Stefan Von Berger catches another seated splash from Brenton Quinn Stewart. Stewart takes himself to the top turnbuckle. Stefan Von Berger slowly making his way to a standing position. Here we go. Misses with the missile dropkick. Von Berger tags him with a right to the head. The German technician rallying back with a knee to the head of Brenton Quinn Stewart. Stewart with both boots repelling. Stefan Von Berger follows up with a stomp to the missing. Uh-oh, here we go. He most certainly made Brenton Quinn Stewart angry. He is now toying with Stefan Von Berger, something he does not ordinarily do. Over the shoulder again hung up off the top rope by Brenton Quinn Stewart. Stewart drives the knee into the head yet again. The rebound off the ropes, another seated splash to the lower abdomen of Stefan Von Berger, whose lunch is extremely unhappy at this time. A counter whip. Von Berger puts Stewart out on the apron, gets a hold of him, and it's beats of the Bodran time. 10 punches across the chest. Is going to leave Brenton Quinn Stewart laid out on the floor on the outside. Sister Goldenhair looking a little bit concerned at this point. Stefan Von Berger battling back into this matchup. And here we go, back suplex from Brenton Quinn Stewart. BQ Stewart with a spinning neckbreaker to Stefan Von Berger on the outside with referee Walt Rothburn already counting. Stewart drives Von Berger back inside the ring, almost tripping up the referee. He's having a pretty rough match himself. Stewart catches a clothesline from Stefan Von Berger. A hard left, a hard right, but a counter hip toss from BQ Stewart. Von Berger quickly back up again. Stewart gets a hold on him and slams him face first into the canvas. Stefan Von Berger steps to the outside, comes back on in on a reset, goes behind. On a showboating Brenton Quinn Stewart, escorts him towards the far right corner, head first into the turnbuckle, goes Stewart. And Stefan Von Berger with a couple of elbows to the side of the head. Here's a pin. 1, not even. Almost a 2. All right, and here we go. It is slugfest time as Brenton Quinn Stewart and Stefan Von Berger step up and they just start squaring off, trading shots. Stewart and Von Berger. Von Berger with the upper hand for a moment, but Brenton Quinn Stewart takes him down with a clothesline. Von Berger crawling his way to the corner. Makes his way back to a standing position. Both men bleeding at this point. What a... Knocked him off his perch down to the floor. Brenton Quinn Stewart clearly done playing games with the German technician. Von Berger also done playing games. A shoulder tackle taking Stewart down. The German technician with that power. There's that gut wrench suplex, tossing Brenton Quinn Stewart like a cruiserweight. And here we go, up over the arms, way in the middle of the air goes Brenton Quinn Stewart, and down face first into the canvas. Military press drop from the German technician. Sylvia Strong rallying Von Berger as he turns this match around again. The momentum having gone back and forth several times. A counter head first into the turnbuckle for Von Berger. Brenton Quinn Stewart places him deftly on the top turnbuckle, and look at this. A hard shot to the midsection. What in the hell? Whoa! That, oh my, Will. He just choked him over the rope, bent him like a pretzel, and then choked him with the boot. Brenton Quinn Stewart showing some new tricks today. Stefan Von Berger not amused in the slightest. Whipping Stewart towards the barricade. There's a jumping elbow from Stefan Von Berger. The German technician locking in a heel hook stretch on Brenton Quinn Stewart on the outside. What a match this has progressed into. Both these guys definitely hungry for the win. Stefan Von Berger rounds up Brenton Quinn Stewart again into another military press on the outside and slams him face first into the floor. Stefan Von Berger gathering up BQ Stewart, hurling him towards the timekeeper's area as Von Berger himself makes his way back inside the ring. The referee continuing to count Brenton Quinn Stewart. Stewart on his way back in, but Von Berger steps out again, restarting the count all over again. There's a shoulder tackle from Von Berger to Stewart. And Von Berger imposing his will on the Northridge Quake. There's a stomp to the back. The German technician battling back here late into the match. It's still anyone's match to win. Stefan Von Berger with a discus punch, taking Stewart down to the floor on the outside. Sylvia Strong looking supremely confident in her fella as he makes his way back inside the ring. Brenton Quinn Stewart beginning to stir. Here's Von Berger. Takes himself to the top turnbuckle. I don't believe. Whoa! A flying shoulder off the top turnbuckle, taking Stewart down yet again. The referee having to restart the count once more. As Stewart plays to the crowd in the front row. Big mistake. Stefan Von Berger gets a hold on him. Rolls him back inside the ring. Von Berger moves in on Stewart. Stewart counters it. Has him up. What a slam. And here's a pin attempt, but too close to the rope, says the official. He's going to have to start all over again. Brenton Quinn Stewart. Look at this. Whoa! What a clothesline. Von Berger's neck snapped on that clothesline. Brenton Quinn Stewart gets a hold of Stefan Von Berger. Has him up over the shoulder. What a power bomb. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. Well, finally at the end of this one, BQ Stewart comes up with the win.
Here's the time. Precisely 10 minutes, and your winner, Brenton Quinn Stewart.
Wow, Don, what a battle that was. Taking up half the time with it, and look at Brenton Quinn Stewart, what a mess.
Indeed, Brenton Quinn Stewart, battered, bruised, and bloody, but nonetheless the pinfall winner in this battle of attrition with the German technician, which came down to which of them was hungrier, which one of them wanted it more, and clearly it was Brenton Quinn Stewart, sporting the crimson mask. Sister Golden Hair no doubt will be helping heal his wounds. But Brenton Quinn Stewart, right here, look at this clothesline that put the lights up for Stefan Von Berger. It was the beginning of the end, and then Brenton Quinn Stewart nailed him with that powerbomb. Ladies and gentlemen, more RWL Rage in just a moment when we return.